Welcome back to A Drop of Happy, where we focus on carefree, stress well, light and lively living while reviewing and discussing all things entertainment and wellness. I am your host, Wanda Toby, and this is the podcast arm to my blog, lightev.com, LITEV.com. Please visit, but also A Drop of Happy is available on all streaming platforms. So share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come on back now, you hear? All that. It has been a while since I have done an entertainment recap. And I'm going to be a little bit all over the place because things have been a little bit all over the place. We are full blown into 2024. And let me tell you, 2024 is not behaving. Now, this here is not the place where you come for serious news, where you come for what's going on in the world. No. There are plenty of outlets for that. There are plenty of outlets for bad news or current affairs news, whatever you want to call it. Because right now, there are fires going on in California. Please play, along with alleged arson. Coupling the already raging fires is people out there starting more fires. Make it make sense. Please, somebody come and help us. Help the people, because how and why are you starting more fires amongst the fires? Okay, there's 2024 coming in, being mad disrespectful. The election debacle, shenanigans, lots of stuff going on over there in that corner. Planes falling out of the sky, uh, uh, really bad weather. It's a lot of stuff, and I'm sure go out there and look for it. But here at A Drop of Happy, we are focused on carving out a little space of calm, a little space of peace, a little space of frivolity, a little space of because if you are not mindful, if you immerse yourself in the bad things that are going on in the world, the bad things that are going on in your life, that are going on with your friends, that are going on with, because there are always things going on. Life is always life, and life is always happening. It is not always smooth sailing. As a matter of fact, smooth sailing is rarely part of the equation, it seems like. But it is your due diligence. You must carve out a little space. This is my little space. This is your little space. When you come in here, we are capable of multitasking. We are capable of laughing and crying at the same time. This is the space for the laughing and the smiling and the enjoying and the letting it go. So, but there's some things going out there in the world. But please remember to take care of yourself. Please remember, when you are working on managing your stress and managing the situations, you know what I like to say, use what you've got to get through what you've got going on. And as hard as it may be, remember to take care of yourself, remember to take care of your mental, remember to take care of your body, and remember to be mindful about, just even if it's in the day, just taking out a little time just to breathe. Okay? But there's a lot of stuff going on out there. But we're going to talk about silly stuff. We're going to talk about crazy stuff. We're going to talk about all the things that's been happening. Am I going to get y'all caught up on everything because it's been a while? I am not. But let's start with, did anybody see Squid Games? Are you a fan of Squid Games? Because season 2 came out, and I am going to do a full review on season 2 of Squid Games. I did a little video thing on the TikTok, and I did upload it to the YouTube. Uh, yeah, I think it was like maybe 10, 15 minutes. But I think at that time, maybe I had got through like episode 4. There's only 7 episodes of this season because when the creator originally did it, creator, director, writer, whoever, uh, it was too long. So they thought there was a logical stopping point to make it 2 seasons. We're not going to have to wait many, many years. It's supposed to come out in 2025 because in my mind, it's a part 2. It's the series finale. So this is it, which makes sense. Okay. Uh, but as far as that logical stopping part, there's no logical stopping. This was not a logical stopping part, but it's out. If that's your thing, I did see it, and I'm gonna do a whole nother thing on that. For those of you interested in the royals, or the former royals, or the not so royals, uh, Meghan Markle is being dragged for being. She's being dragged once again for living. She's being dragged for just trying to make $1 out of 50 cents. I mean, you know, her dollar is not like my dollar or your dollar. Let's be so for real. But she's back on the scene. She's back on Instagram, and all she did was a something 2024 in the sand or Happy New Year or something like that, whatever. And she's releasing a cooking show on Netflix, a cooking show, y'all. Well, she being dragged for that. She being dragged for drinking water and minding her business. Minding the business that pays her. Am I going to watch her cooking show? Yes, I am. Well, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but I have it set to at least watch a couple episodes and see what it's about. I'm not a big cooking show watcher. Like, I never watched Martha and Snoop's show or whatever, but I'm going to tune in to see what all the brouhaha is about. But literally, they are dragging her for breathing air at this point, for peeking her head out at this point, for standing at this point. Come on, y'all. So, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Hey, Aaron. If you don't know about this, you've been under the rock. You're not on social media, which listen to my podcast, but you don't need to be on social media. It's fine. It's fine. It would be a good thing. But Jennifer Hudson's show, they do like a little soul. It's like a little Soul Train line. It's like a little the cast and crew, the crew get together and do a little ditty, and the people walk through like the hall. It's her little thing. It's super cute. I really like it. They do it for everybody. But Mr. Aaron Pierre, because he did a little shimmy looking like a noob and whatnot, and amongst other things was happening, ladies got a little spicy. It went viral, beyond viral. It was cute. I'm not going to lie. He was doing his thing. But y'all thirsty. Y'all are thirsty. Y'all are so gosh darn thirsty. To the point where she had to cut off the comments, y'all. And it started off innocent at first. It really did. Like, hey, he fine. Hey, whatever. Innocent. But that went down the window. That went out the window, down the tubes, real quick. Innocence was gone. And she was like, oh, y'all are playing. Y'all are being indecent up in these comments. What is happening? So she shut it down. Y'all some thirsty ass folks out there in these streets. He a little baby. He's 30 years old. But he's adorable. And he was in Rebel Ridge, came out, knocking out the park, and then he gonna be the Green Lantern. Listen, his star is rising. And I did a post, and I'm like, Lord, please don't let any skeletons be in his closet, Lord. Let us have this. Let us have this. Because the way I'm still grieving over a homeboy that's going out with Lord, what's her name? Megan Good boyfriend. The way I am still grieving over the loss of that Marvel storyline, which I think they want to do away with it anyway. That's a whole nother conversation. Let's be so for real. But can we get can we just get through? Can you just give us a chef's kiss Green Lantern? Can we do that? Because we deserve that. Okay? After the Jonathan Majors debacle. So can we just get through? And can y'all not lust after that man like y'all are doing to the point where they had to turn off the comments? Come on now. Like that's kind of crazy. And since we in the Megans, we talked about Meghan Markle. We sort of kind of talked about Megan Good. Let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion because some weird things are happening. Because what again? She dared to be. She dared to be great and she dared to get a new boo. And it's not really her. It's not really her. It's I'm gonna do another little perspective. Okay, what happened was Megan Thee Stallion started dating Torrey Craig, who is a basketball player who used to date this white girl. I don't know her name. I just see I don't know who these people are. Which is crazy because back in the day I used to be really, really all up in the business and know the names. I don't. You could Google it. Okay? But we're gonna give you the gist. We're gonna give you the gist of the gist of the gist. So she minded her business going out with her man, whatever that may be, because you just cannot in the media, not even in the media, social media, with the way technology allows you to be all up in people's business, you just can't date, especially if you're a star, especially if you're whatever. So she started dating this guy, and the ex and her girlies got together and were being bitches. That's here's the thing. Like I don't feel like they were doing besides the microaggression and undertone little racist haterade that was being sprinkled. Listen, here's the thing. You're somebody, your ex going out with somebody, you're gonna talk a little trash. You're gonna talk a little trash. You're gonna support your girlie, you're gonna support your girlfriend, you're gonna try to make her feel good, whatever. But you don't need to do a whole podcast about it and look like jealous hoes. Pardon my language. So these girls, these three, I don't know who they are, but they hopped on the podcast and they tried to pretend like they didn't know who she was because man, how do you not know? Stop it. Again, they were being shady like Whitney used to do with Dwayne Wayne's girlfriend from a different world when she never got the name right. Kikuku, Kinunu, whatever. They were being like that. Okay, they were being shady. They were being whatever. But why? But you don't have to, like, not everything needs to be recorded. Not everything needs to be published for the world. Like, I know that's your little thing. Not everything needs to be content. So sometimes y'all hear me talk about the backlash of your own creation, drama of your own creation, stress of your own creation. Like, y'all could have kept that little kiki conversation to yourselves, y'all being shady. Now everybody know, not only y'all shady, but y'all little prejudice action going on here. Y'all, because a black man can't go out with a black woman. He has a type. He's not allowed to switch up his type. What you know is that, and he cheated on you allegedly. So why you sweating him? Why you like? One man's trash is another man's treasure, or not. So it's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? Like that was wholly unnecessary. And since we're on relationships or not relationships, Child Chloe Baily, who is 26 years old, living her best life or trying to live her best life, was out in these Lego streets a month back, sometime in December, with, I'm not going to say it was her boo thing. I'm not going to say it's her man. I'm not going to say it's not anything like that. But she was chilling with Burna Boy. Okay. Okay, that's cute. They look cute. She, listen, they was PDAing, roses. What it was a whole thing. It was very a little too on the nose, a little too much in your face. Psh. But she did not care, and neither did he. I don't know if they thought because they were in Legos that we weren't going to be interested and people weren't going to be nosy. I don't know. I don't know. But she was recently on the Breakfast Club, and y'all know I don't listen to that show that much anymore. I used to, but there's something about it. Something in the water. Something in the water over there. I'm not a big. Anyway, so she was on there, and they were kind of probing her about, is her and Burna Boy, are they booze? Are they like whatever? And she's like, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. What? Allegedly, that's what I read because I did not listen to it myself. But point being, again, we don't know what she's doing with that man. Maybe they're just getting to know each other. Maybe they done knocked boots. Maybe who knows? They look cute for whatever they're doing. And when they are ready, if ever, to be like, hey, we going out, they're going to do the customary, the Instagram thing or red carpet thing. We don't know. We gonna know. And when she's ready to talk about it, she's gonna talk about it. But if now they just kind of kiki in, I don't know why she just didn't say, oh, he's such a wonderful person and I like hanging out with him. He's a friend. Because that's the go-to. They're friends until they're not. That's what you say. That's what she should have said. But they kind of look cute together. I heard he be in some mess. Not the best handling of relationships with his previous, I think it was Shinsia or whatever. So I hope like she's just having fun, but you never know. You never know the direction things can go. But she don't even have time to figure it out, to breathe, to whatever. So she's trying to keep it low key, and maybe she don't even know what it is, because y'all know sometimes we be in these little situations, these little situationships, okay? And just going with the flow. Maybe she's just going with the flow, and y'all are asking her too many dang-on questions. The only question the only question that I have, the burning question I have, is when are you and Halle gonna get back in the studio and start making this album? I heard there was a little rumor. You inspired and you got things to work on. Well, boom, because the two albums that y'all had together, chef's kiss. I'm gonna be honest. When y'all gonna give me that vibe again? That's what I want to know. This is what's important, so I can have something to add to my musical library. When you inspired, you when. Don't do us like a Rihanna now. Come on, give us that Chloe and Halle album. I'm gonna hop back to Aaron Pierre right quick for a couple of reasons. One, it's a good segue into Don Lemon. Let me tell y'all something. Don Lemon is living his best life. Like, I know he was problematic. He said some problematic things, but let's just move beyond that right now. Don Lemon is cutting up on these people's internet. Okay? If y'all did not see, people were just like, oh, he's having a breakdown. He's not having a breakdown. He is enjoying the debacle that is the political landscape right now. And he is saying all the things that he couldn't freely say because he was tied to a network. And now that he seems to be independent, he be on TikTok, he be on the YouTube. I don't know where he gonna go after the tickety talk, but him with his following, he can create his own platform, whatever. Listen, I wasn't worried for him when he lost his job. I'm not worried for him now. But the point being is the man is off the chain. And he could give 2 popsicles. He could give 2 flying figs. Because he is out there speaking his mind and laughing at a whole lot of people. And and people out there talking about he crazy, he this, he that, he washed up. No, he is living his best life. Like, y'all don't see it? The man is free. With that being said, wait a minute. Just hear me out. If they were even doing a movie about Don Lemon, I could see Aaron Pierre playing him. I could. Like slim his face. Whatever. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I, mm, I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. Okay. So it's a lot of things. I don't know if it's a lot of things. There's some things coming out on Netflix that I'm super, super excited about. But can we talk about Jamie Foxx's special right quick? Jamie Foxx special came out. Okay, it's a little late, but it did come out. Basically, he talks about, his situation, and he's thankful he made it out. He had a stroke, he had a whatever, blah, 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 blah. Very good, very good. All that. I I don't want to be insensitive, but those of you who know me, my sensometer is not that strong. Okay? It's not. So with that being said, I laughed one time. I chuckled really, really hard one time. That was it. That was it. Now, the man is 57 years old and he looked good. He looks good for his age. I'm not too far off, so I'm not even trying to hate. I hope I can look that good. No tea, no shade, no hate. And I get he wanted to get it out and let people know what was going on, blah, 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 but it wasn't funny. It could have been an interview. It could have been a sit-down interview. And that might have been more enjoyable. Ooh, hate to say it. Hate to say it. But I'm saying it. It just wasn't that funny. But he does have a movie coming out on the Netflix. It is with Cameron Diaz. And I haven't seen her in stuff in a while. I don't know. I don't know if there's some drama she got going. I don't know. But it was nice seeing her on the screen. Again, if there's a reason why I shouldn't be doing fine, I don't know. But he does. It's called Back in Action. It's going to be released on Netflix. It looks fun. It looks cutesy. It looks action-packed. And I'm probably going to watch it. Or I have good intentions to watch it. How about that? Let me not lie to y'all. I have intentions to watch it. Good intentions. And he looked good, and I'm happy for him, and blessed, highly favored, all that good stuff. Yes, I'm just saying, if you're going to watch his comedy special, if you have not watched it, heavy on the special, low on the comedy. That's all I'm saying. Now, I keep coming back to Aaron Pierre, but this is not really about him. This is about the movies. Okay? This is about the movies and Mufasa. So I don't have the box office for this weekend, but last weekend it was number one. It was in its third week. It was number one, and I did a review that I'm probably going to post. I did a review on the movie. I did a review on the soundtrack, which is Lin-Manuel doing his thing. Lin-Manuel Miranda, like, so it is so much better than the Lion King live action remake. It is so much better. I don't know what it is about it. I think the lion's facial features, the CG, I'm not gonna say the acting was better, but I feel like it was. It was just, maybe I expected too much from the Lion King, and I did not expect much from Mufasa, the Lion King. Maybe, but it was just so much better. And at first I gave it a 7 out of 10. But then I listened to the soundtrack and I went back and I watched it again. And I give it a 10 out of 10. Oh no, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Let's be so for real, because Pumbaa and the little dude, and it wasn't even that little cut back. I don't know. It was my daughter brought it to my attention. Like, we could have done without it, and we could have, but it's so good. And then of course, Wicked. I think Wicked was number 2 or number 3. And did I do a review? I don't know, but I really enjoyed it, and that's still out in the theaters. The one thing I will say about this, it's a lot of body shaming going on between Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, because they skinny, and they are, and they are. But people are like, well, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? What you gonna do if she's not? What you gonna do? Because if you think she's not, why you body shaming her? Just pray for her like you say you're gonna pray for her. Because what? Because why? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna? Oh my God, she's so skinny. Oh my God. Oh my. Okay. You don't think she knows it? What y'all gonna do? Because if you want to give well wishes, give well wishes, and that's it. Say you know you love the movie or whatever. Give well wishes and call it a day. Stop it. Stop it, because y'all not gonna do anything. Y'all only want to talk crap, and I'm a good talker of crap. I love it, but not like this. Because God forbid something is wrong. What you gonna get from saying, "Oh my gosh, she looks so terrible. Oh my gosh, she looks so..." What you gonna get out of that? What you gonna get out of that? Ugh. Okay, now we get into my this is gonna sound bad, because once again, my sensometer be malfunctioning, because the sensitivity in me is deep, is very deep. Is not surface. But you know, there's no better drama than not your drama. That's why I read books. That's why I watch movies. That's why I get into the fodder. That's not my fodder, not my gossip fodder, not my, but other people's. It's where's the popcorn? Where's the popcorn? Where the drinks? Where the tea? Let's sit back and let's indulge. So there's 2 people that recently have stepped in the doo-doo, and I always warn you guys, or like to talk about people that create their own drama. And really, it be toxic people. It be toxic people. And we're going to really get into toxic people, because I be watching these. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I am low-key, high-key addicted to these little short dramas, because again, I'm all about the drama. Best drama is not your drama. So I'm addicted. And the toxicity, toxic people just love creating mess, and then acting like they didn't create any mess, acting like, oh my gosh, it's everybody else's fault. So who we talking about? We're going to save the best for last, because I am so knee deep in this drama. I am so caught up. It's white people stuff. It's white people business. It's y'all business. But we in it to get, we got the popcorn out. We are so into it. But the first one, this one pulls at my heartstrings a little bit, and I do have a heart somewhere down there. Allison Holker, step up to the front. Step up to the front, because you are doing some things that are out of pocket, and from somebody who has lost a significant other. My husband, I lost my husband to suicide as well. Sis, what is you doing? If y'all don't know, Allison Holker is the wife of Twitch boss Twitch. I have been rocking with Twitch for a long time, because I was watching So You Can Dance back in the day when it first started. First 1, 2, 3 episode, I watched it for a while. Towards the end, I couldn't hang. But in the beginning, it was just such a good show. And Twitch was in like the earlier seasons. And Allison was too. Then they got married, blah, 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 blah. So Twitch passed away. He took his own life, unfortunately. And let me tell you, the way people, just pause aside, as being somebody who went through that, going through that, still in my feelings about that, whatever. The way people talk to you and they think they're helping, the things that they say. So I have a level of not connection, but empathy with her, because people will say some crazy stuff to you about the situation and about the person and yada yada yada, because I get it. Suicide doesn't make sense to a lot of people, or what I get it, but people will say some crazy stuff to you. That's all I'm saying. Like, but the problem that I have is not her. So the issue is she's coming out with a book, a memoir, a tell-all, and people are like, but why you telling his business? Why you putting him down? And some people are like, no, she's talking about her grief and her journey, but she's kind of not. The problem is he had a journal, and there were things in the journal that he kept in the journal. He didn't even share with her. So how is it and why is it that you feel you are obligated to share that with the world? Because of your book, because you're trying to make a say. Allegedly. And his family's not happy about it. They, of course, are alleging or saying that, she had them sign an NDA for the funeral, and she's not allowing his family to see the kids, and yada, yada, yada. So it's kind of getting ugly. And I will say this too, being the wife, the survivor, it can it can get ugly. There were some dark times. So again, I empathize with her because of that. But it does seem like, to make a buck, that she's kind of bashing her husband. And she's saying, oh, I'm doing it to shed light and shed awareness. There's ways you can do it, like shedding light and shedding awareness about mental illness and the need for mental services, and destigmatizing suicide, so people will be willing to talk about it and be willing to share when they are having those feelings and things like that. So there are a lot of ways that you could have done that and talk about her own healing and her own growth and blah, 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 blah. But to put out stuff that was in his journal, private stuff, and to be like, oh my God, I just found out he was an addict. Let me tell you something. There are a lot. Oof, this is very painful. When you're discovering things that you did not know about your spouse during the cleanup phase, been there, and it's very painful. And you're just like, oh. But do you tell the world? Do you share? No, you don't. No, you don't. And she's kind of trying to backtrack. She's trying to, because she got this book coming out, and of course she wants it to do well, blah, blah, blah. And again, because I do have a level of empathy, she could be handling this poorly because of what she's going through. Because you don't make the best decisions in that state. I don't know. It's just, this looks really bad. The optics are really bad. So, but again, as being somebody who, of course, not every situation is the same, yada, yada, yada. But as being somebody who had their spouse take their own life very unexpectedly, jovial person you'd never expected, all that good stuff. It is a tough transition. And I hope she gets out of it on the brighter end, if that even makes sense. Now, On to the next one. On to the next one. This one I have zero sympathy, zero empathy, zero anything. This one, I got my wine, I got my popcorn. I, I, like I am so caught up in this thing. Oh, child. Blake Lively and the Justine drama. Let me tell you, it has got so. I had talked about it a while back, and I can't remember if I was just like, yeah, Team Justine, but I was like, yeah, Team Justine. Like, I don't know how, like, in your face I was about it. So recently, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. If y'all don't know what's going on, because again, this is very, very much pop culture. Not even pop culture. This is very much privileged people business. But I'm in it. I'm in the privileged people business because I'm here for the drama. Because it's not my drama. Okay? And this is a classic case of drama of your own making. Classic. Okay? So it all started when Justine for 5 years been developing It Ends With Us. Okay? Got the rights to all the rights to the movies, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And like, oh, I'm going to do this. Fast forward, cast Blake Lively. You know, she married a Ryan Reynolds. I don't want to say super couple, power couple. I'm not going to say that. Ryan Reynolds is the power. She's benefiting from the connection. Because when I think super couple, power couple, I think two people that are doing the darn thing, right? The both of them are you know, like I think Zendaya and Tom. That's a Beyonce Jay-Z. Um uh 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 mm, I I want to say Rihanna ASAP, but I don't know what he doing. I don't know what he doing. Oprah Stedman. Obviously Oprah a little bit more, but Stedman over there quietly handling his business. You know, don't come for me about them not being a couple, being a couple. That's not what we're talking about. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, because they both be doing their own, they both be handling their business, or they were. Again, they together, they a couple. They're not married, but they together, they a couple. So don't we don't gotta go there. But that's what I think when I think soup. Now her Ryan Reynolds, I think, oh, she's little homemaker, which is nothing wrong with that. But I don't think super couple. So there's that. Well, I think she basically, this whole drama comes out. We're just like, yo, people who are fans of his work and kind of are familiar with his character as much as one can be familiar with somebody's character. Come on, let's just say that. But we're like, why is he not? It was very weird during the whole premiere of It Ends With Us because he just wouldn't be there. It did look like he was iced out of his own thing because they were doing things separately, like, and just random people would show up for their premiere. Like, it was giving weird. It was giving something, and then you found out there was problems amidst problems brewing. And then all these articles started to come out about Blake being a mean girl, and somebody released an article about how she made a reporter cry and all that stuff. So she wasn't looking good. She wasn't looking good. How she was making demands on set about the wardrobe, blah, blah, blah. And she was not helping her case because her interviews, I can't even watch her. Her interviews are just like I am entering a vapid wasteland like walking into her, and it's like an echo. Hello, hello, hello. Like there's no substance. There's no, and and honestly, she does give mean, like, I don't know if she's trying to be funny or witty or what have you, but she gives condensation. She give not Lord, not condensation. Come on. Y'all know the word I'm trying to say. Cause y'all know the word I'm trying to say, okay? Because I don't know why I can't get it out, and all I could say is condensation. Anyway, she's giving like I'm better than you. She's giving attitude. She's giving mean girl vibes. Like there was, so it was a little backlashy. You know, people had their discourse. People had their conversations about it. People chose a side. Yada yada yada. Fine. Then she was alleging that the set was terrible. That he was making her feel uncomfortable. That he was body shaming her. Blah 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 blah. Because she wanted to stop looking so bad. Okay, fine. Truth be told, I thought the drama was dying down. Movie came, but I didn't really want to see it anymore, because also she was paying, like, you know, he was trying to talk about DV and yada, and they were just like, no, they're gonna go another direction. It's gonna be light and airy and fluffy and about flowers, and it was giving weird. It was giving not his intention as a director, as it's supposedly being his baby. So did I see it? No. And it's now on Netflix, and I did not want to see it. So then it came out that there's a Blake Lively cut and there's a director's cut, and even though his cuts score higher with testing, her cut, so much drama. Okay, fast forward months later, I'm thinking, oh, it's on Netflix now, whatever, it's going to die down. Nobody's really talking about it that much anymore like they were talking about it before. Here is where hubris enters the chat. And what is hubris, might you say, might you ask? Hubris is excessive pride, arrogance, or dangerous overconfidence. Oxford Dictionary, excessive pride or self-confident, that the self-assured hubris, oh, that's a sentence. Okay. Merriam-Webster, what Merriam-Webster say, man? Let's go in there. Exaggerated pride or self-confidence. Boo. Hubris kicked the door down and was like, hold up, I'm gonna get you, sucker. So she files this complaint. Again, I really think people were gonna just, I really think Justine was gonna let it go. I think people were just gonna just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like it was starting to be a you know, Justine, I think Justine was gonna lick his wounds and maybe take lesson learned of you know what to do, blah blah blah. But friend, she filed a complaint. And let's see, the complaint alleged emotional distress, mental anguish, loss of rage, some level of sexual harassment in it. So when she did this, I was like, oh shit, he looked bad. It looks bad. Because they had text messages that kind of looked bad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying there wasn't a level of what the hell is going on, like I got to protect myself. Blah, blah. There might have been some stuff on his end, but the way she made it look, but I still didn't say anything. I was like, I'm going to wait. Because it don't feel right. It feels a little, and this is going to be longer than I intended to, but this is so juicy. The show is going to be longer. It doesn't feel right. Like something feels wrong about it. It does not feel right. What? Friends. Well, he then was just like, oh, you gonna play with me? Draw for a bitch. So then he sues the New York Times. I think there's 9 other people on the suit, and his lawyer, if y'all, Google Justin Baldini's lawyer and see the interviews that he has given, because the man is not playing with none of y'all. The man is not. And I really think they thought that Justin was just going to roll over and take this, because they are ruining this man's career, his reputation, his life. He probably won't be able to make movies or whatever again with dignity, with his head held high. And already it was difficult for him to do it because of all the stuff that he had to put up with. Well, he slapped his own lawsuit. And the difference is he had all the receipts. He didn't cut out text messages, whatever. He showed everything. And she, in the court of public opinion, she is losing. Just in the court of public opinion, based off the documents that he filed, with a direct comparison with the document, he had a rebuttal for each thing, and with all the receipts. And based off of what we saw play out back then, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And a lot of people, I mean, there's people here's the thing. There's people that's Team Blake, because they're like, oh, that's the problem. Women always come out with stuff and it don't be, and y'all don't support her, blah, 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 blah. But she lying. And she always was. Allegedly. Allegedly. It appears it appears she was trying to beat him down. She took over his show. You know, who wants to mess with a billionaire, her husband, who's so popular, and yada yada yada. And I mean, I didn't think he was like a super nice guy, but I thought he was a decent guy. This is as more stuff comes out, it's given they are a match. It's given there's a reason why they're together. And if I want to get messier, so supposedly it's alleged, this is all rumor and this is all speculation, that Ryan Reynolds and her wanted the rights to the rest of the movies, right? Because Colleen Hoover, she wrote these books. It ends with us. It starts with us. Blah blah blah. It's like a whole series, right? And they tried to buy it, allegedly, rumor, and Justin said no. So like, maybe she got mad. Maybe they got mad. They're like, oh, you don't want to sell it to me? Bet we gonna sue you and come out with this thing so that you're gonna be forced to sell it. We're gonna bleed you dry. Whatever. This is a rumor. This is speculation. Another rumor and another speculation is, and me being messy, writer, author, all that, like, oh, maybe they were on set and maybe she was like feeling him, or maybe Ryan was a little jealous because Justin Baldini is fine, okay? And maybe there was some like a little jealousy, a little something, a little something, a little which would make the drama a little juicier, but that's not something we're ever gonna know about, right? Because that's truly just our minds making stuff up at this point. But regardless, the meat of the potatoes of the matter is, be kind. Be a nicer human being. Allegedly. I'm a legend that maybe she wasn't. Like, don't be a jerk. Like, I really feel like all this could have been avoided. And maybe they just didn't vibe. Maybe they just didn't have chemistry. Maybe they just don't know. But it does seem like she not tried to take over. She's in the process of still trying to take over. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And am I here for it? Yes, I am here for it. Like, let's go to court. Let's go to jury. Let's take it all the way. Because I really think their downfall needs to continue. So that you can't take advantage of people like that. And Justin needs to learn, you are the director. You hold on to your ish. This is why some directors be assholes. And this is why they be like, this is my, like, I'm not collaborating. If you gonna be on board, get on the bus. If you don't like it, get off. I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. I don't know. Again, in my opinion, in the courts of public opinion, it's not looking good for her. And I'm fine with that. There's no sympathy, no love lost, whatevs. Because I think they did him dirty. It seems like they did him dirty, and they're trying to flip the script, and they're trying to use sexual harassment. Again, goes along the lines of her lack of character, her alleged lack of character. I'm not sure what it seems to be, a lack of character that you would try to save face. And maybe you were in your feelings. Maybe there was some level of that, but to take it this far, listen, I hope they win. I hope Justin wins. And then when they turn around and sue her and Ryan, I hope they win. I hope they win it all. Period, point blank. Maybe that's it, because this was a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. Anyway, that is your entertainment recap. It's so much more going on, but this is all I got. This is all the tea and the juice I got for you of what is happening. Remember, as I said, carve out your little area of peace. Figure out how to get your drop of happiness in this chaos, because it's always going to be chaos. It's always going to be crazy. You have to be very mindful, very intentional about protecting your space, your family, your peace, your mind, all that, so you can go out there and continue the good fight. Most importantly, be kind, be good people in the world. Don't contribute to the bull crap. How about that? If you like, please share, please like. Lightevi.com, LITEVI.com. A Drop of Happy, where all streaming platforms, available on all streaming platforms, on most streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple. I don't think it's on Pandora. That might be the only one that it's not on. iHeart, all of them. So please check it out, share it, help a sister out. And remember, live light and stress well.